am even more powerful! Free at last! This travelling in a cage through the overworld really made me miss that musty, stuffy dungeon air. What exciting scent is that rising to my nose? Is it... Okay, which one of you little snots did that?
While Talia was more or less enjoying her new freedom, her stepbrother Tristan was roaming the overworld with his entourage.
The next stone was bound to be around here somewhere, but I'm having a hard time finding my way around this foul place. Men, we will set up camp here and drive the darkness from this place.
Tristan, again? I've really seen about enough of these relatives lately. It feels like Thanksgiving and Christmas happening back to back. And then he even dares to rid the area here of its stylish greys. Just you wait. I'll make you pay for everything.
But before Tanya could arrange a reunion with her stepbrother, it was urgently necessary for her to raise a powerful army. However, the underground was infested with spiders who called it their home. In addition, some particularly hard layers of stone stretched through the underground. In order to dig through these layers of stone, the research-addicted evil first had to research better tools for its little snots. But this required a fair amount of evilness. One could gain a particularly great amount of evilness by defeating a good being. Like this unicorn, for example, which, by chance, of course, and completely in tune with the context of the world, currently resided here.
Kill the unicorn for an extra portion of evilness. Sounds like a great way to start the day.
With the help of the new tools, the letting others toil evil's little snots were now able to punch their way through harder rock.
Excellent! On you go, you lazy little snots. Get to work! You're not getting paid just to loaf about.
In fact, the little snots weren't paid at all.
So what? They serve a greater cause. Pleasing me, for example. They could try to form a union or some such nonsense.
You've dug into a spider room. Payday. Spider-hating evil's creatures had destroyed a spider's nest.
Serves those vermin right. Anyone who suddenly turns their back on evil and turns neutral is definitely no keeper. What's going on? Why is the Earth starting to shake? Volcanic eruption? Teen band concert or what?
Whatever it was, the tremors had shaken some things up in the underground. Numerous spiders woke up from their sleep and became active and hungry.
Great! Spiders again! Nobody here ever thinks about the people with arachnophobia. Well then, forward! Prepare the dungeon, defend the traps, and oil the creatures. Or the other way around.
The defending evil would be well advised to have its horde creatures level up faster in an arena, and to assign creatures to the guard room to keep an eye out for enemies. The happily digging evil had discovered a harder layer of rock. Fortunately, it had already had its little snot's tools improved through research, so this was not a problem. The heroes set out with a construction crew. The fast-digging evil should intercept them before they could set up another hero camp. Ding dong, it's payday. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. Underground critters burst through the dungeon walls.
Destroy them! Exterminate them! Call them animal names! Damn ocelots!
The butchering evil had destroyed the critters that had invaded the dungeon. Was that supposed to be it? Spoiler. No, that was not it.
Let them come. I will destroy them! Oh, that is, my army will destroy them, and I'll toss a few spells into the fray from behind.
Spider's nest disintegrated into dust under the blows of the arachnophobic evil's creatures.
Bravo, my faithful! This camp will serve us well in the fight against the Dark Hordes.
The heroes had managed to set up a camp. Henceforth, even more heroes would protect the overworld.
Ha! That thing won't be there for long. Onward, creatures! On to the overworld! Crowbars at the ready, and make that building an historical monument. Then, when we tear it down, it'll be even more evil.
There are enemies in your dungeon. payday.
Is that one of the heroes' construction crews I see setting out? Move out, creatures! Flatten them!
If I remember correctly, the last time a unicorn was slain was in Dungeons 2.
Are you telling boring stories from the olden days again, old man?
Just go and flatten that slithering rhinoceros already.
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The arachnophobic evil had attacked a spider's nest on its way to the dungeon gate. Its creatures prepared to defend themselves.
By defend, I assume you mean attack, right? Go ahead, grab them, smash them, use their legs for toothpicks.
Crack! One of the spider's nests shattered.
It's payday.
I knew that digging evil had discovered another dungeon gate to the overworld. One of the hero's construction crews set out to build a new camp. A new hero camp has been built. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The assigning creatures to guard duty evil had thrown some of its creatures into the garden. From now on, these creatures would be there to watch for approaching enemies. The watchful evil had erected a guard room. Creatures could be posted there to keep an eye out for enemies. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
There's that good being! Go, creatures! Throw yourselves into the fray! Break his legs! Pluck out his nose hair!
A new hero camp has been built.
Onwards, men! Build a new camp!
Enemies are in the dungeon.
I sure showed him. Wonderful evilness.
The violent evil had had its armies destroy the good being. The evilness it had captured allowed it to now effortlessly research improved tools for its little snots. payday. Creatures are collecting their pay. A new hero camp has been built. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted. You've dug into a spider room. Enemies are in the dungeon. payday. Creatures are collecting their pay. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
My brothers! In your eyes, I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the true hero's fury is extinguished. When we abandon our companions and all bonds of friendship are broken. But that day is still far off. Stand fast, heroes of the West, and defend our camp!
How many times do we have to listen to this crap? He could at least have used a different line. Idiot.
Tristan's men didn't seem to mind the simple repetition. Granted, heroes were never afraid of the grind, and would join a raid for the 100th time just for the chance to win a colourful hat. The heroes poured out to build new defences. The love to bet on evil cage fights evil had built an arena for its creatures. Demolishing evil's creatures had destroyed one of the heroes' camps.
Oops. Did my little creature break one of your little camps, brother dear? I'm so sorry about that. I hope you didn't feel the need to cry again, like you did that time with Lammy Lamb, your cuddly little sheep.
You leave Lammy Lamb out of this! Huh. My brave soldiers will rebuild this camp in no time, just the way Grandma used to do with her needle and thread with... Whatever! You are truly vile, Talia!
Ooh, thanks for the compliment. Forward, creatures! Don't tire now! Keep going! Look for camps! Find them and wipe them off the map! Oh, no! I don't mean that literally, you knucklehead!
A hero's camp was not only doomed, it had already met its demise. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. Evil had wiped another hero's shelter off the face of the earth. payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. One of the hero's construction crews set out to build a new camp. Was not any doom.
My brothers! In your eyes, I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the courage of true heroes is extinguished. When we abandon our companions and all bonds of friendship are broken. I wish I could stay with you, but I must continue to pursue the quest. We shall meet again.
With these words, Tristan made good his escape.
What? That coward! Come back here, you miserable little runt, so I can get back at you for the days upon days of excruciating rides in a cage! Ah! So much for your construction crew, brother dear. I guess that's when the real estate bubble burst, huh?
Talia, do you even know what the real estate bubble is and what it means?
You don't want to spoil my moment of triumph with a lot of useless knowledge, do you?
No, it's all right. What you know is a drop. What you don't know is an ocean. Destroying evil had wiped another hero's shoulder. Talia and the cunning evil had done it. The hero's camps lay in ruins.
You got that right! Tristan! Come out, wherever you are! It's like that time I turned 8, except this time you're the piñata. Tristan? Where are you?
In her destructive frenzy, Talia had forgotten about Tristan's somewhat precipitous departure.
Right, that freaking coward! Oh, I was so busy beating the crap out of heroes that I totally missed it. Whatever. I have to look at this ominous council of little snots anyway. I guess my revenge will have to wait. Postponed, but not abandoned.
Heroes' Gorge. Only one small city of heroes stood in Talia's way, keeping her from finally climbing the mountain to the Council of Little Snots. Heroes' Gorge would have to fall.
This power, it's so incredibly strong!
Talia had left a trail of devastation on her way to the Council of Little Snots. Now, only the city of Heroes' Gorge stood between her and her path to the peak.
Excellent. So they call it Heroes' Gorge. I think I'll rename it Heroes' Grave when I'm done with it. Forward, creatures! Time to...
Then, out of nowhere, Tristan appeared, just as if he were following a bad script. A bad script would be ashamed of this crummy story.
Men! This place must be protected. Stand firm and light the beacons. Oh, yes. And activate the magic tower.
Hey! That's not fair! Treachery! Cheating!
Powered by the mana ray from the magic tower, Heroes' Gorge was now protected by a magic shield, impenetrable to evil's creatures. The sharp-witted evil set to work on a plan. It had to take control of the tower. Maybe that would not only bring down the shield, but could also be used for something else.
Sounds like a brilliant plan. Forward, creatures! Oh, don't smash that thing. Capture it and get me the deeds to it.
The infernal evil already had some more experienced demonic creatures at its disposal. A chamber of relaxation would have to be built to prevent them from becoming unhappy.
Chamber of relaxation? Lazy sods. The things you do for your subordinates.
And the mana-hoarding evil's little snots had unearthed the manivore. These beings were known for consuming mana. As if that were not disturbing enough, they also became more powerful or even reproduced in the process. It made sense to secure the Arcadian world. One manivore had eaten so much mana that it had evolved into a large, much stronger manivore.
Stupid manivores. Can't they eat some other evil underground ruler's mana? Like that Oberon, for example?
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
It's payday.
Rumor had it that some dwarves had captured a few succubi because of gambling debts or something of the sort.
Gambling debts, schmambling debts. We'll get them out of there, hire them, and then let them do the dirty work for us.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The digging evil's activities had not gone unnoticed. Heroes would soon set out to destroy the dungeon heart. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Enemies are in the dungeon. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
It's payday.
Talia! I just made myself a delicious Valerian tea. Maybe you'd like to join me. We can just talk everything over.
You know damn well that Valerian makes me break out in a rash, you nasty, hypocritical...
Manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
Ding dong, it's payday. Your enemies are in the dungeon. A creature has become livid with rage. The towerless evil still did not have the magic tower under its control. Mentally slapping its forehead, it set out to change this.
Tormenting those poor villagers! Pick on someone your own size!
Says the guy hiding behind the giant magic shield.
Men! Align the tower and take those foul fiends under fire!
Tristan's men used the magic tower against the indignant evil's armies. If the tower were not captured, any ventures on the overworld would prove extremely unpleasant.
Unheard of firing at us here.
Talia and the surprised evil's army were taken under fire by the magic tower. The absent evil's creatures would get no rest there until it had been captured.
Ha! Never! Reload, men!
It's payday.
Treachery! The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Horrific evil had destroyed one of the villages surrounding Hero's Gorge. Tristan did not seem pleased.
Talia, you barbaric monster! Those honest villagers didn't do anything to you. I will soon capture you again and put you on trial.
Thanks, but one road trip in the cage with you was really more than enough. Brother dear.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Hey, Tristan! Stop that! Firing on me is against international law.
As if you were ever interested in international law. All you did in class was shoot slimy spitballs at me the whole time.
Treachery! The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
You have discovered a number of lava lumps. You've dug into a spider room. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
Hey, Tristan! Stop that! Firing on me is against international law.
As if you were ever interested in international law. All you did in class was shoot slimy spitballs at me the whole time.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
It's payday.
Treachery! The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Stop that! Firing on me is against international law.
As if you were ever interested in international law! All you did in class was shoot slimy spitballs at me the whole time!
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike.
The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
The first succubus joined the ever-expanding evil's army. These infernal demonesses were able to charm opponents and sway them to their side for a short time. Very helpful indeed. The liberating evil had freed the succubi from their predicament. They gratefully joined its army.
Stop that! Firing on me is against international law.
As if you were ever interested in international law! All you did in class was shoot slimy spitballs at me the whole time!
The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower. How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Payday.
Hey, Tristan! Stop that! Firing on me is against international law.
As if you were ever interested in international law! All you did in class was shoot slimy spitballs at me the whole time! Talia, your actions are not only damning, but embarrassing as well. You're acting like your 13-year-old self, or your 14-year-old, or your 17-year-old, or your 25-year-old, or...
You probably think you're hilarious while you're hiding under your little magic shield, don't you? That's all you
The
paladins.
chilled evil had built a chamber of relaxation for its demons. From then on, they could relax and enjoy a cozy manor bath.
Treachery! The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How?
The burrowing evil had discovered a buried exit to the overworld.
Hey, Tristan! Stop that! Firing on me is against international law.
As if you were ever interested in international law! All you did in class was shoot slimy spitballs at me the whole time!
Treachery! The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
payday.
Talia, you beast! Stop tormenting those poor villagers! Pick on someone your own size!
Says the guy hiding behind the giant magic shield.
Evil had destroyed one of the villages surrounding Hero's Gorge. Tristan did not seem pleased.
Talia, you barbaric monster! Those honest villagers didn't do anything to you. I will soon capture you again and put you on trial.
Thanks, but one road trip in the cage with you was really more than enough. Brother dear.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Aha! There goes another village up in flames, while my stepbrother hides under the table. Like that time at Vladimir's birthday.
You promised to never speak of that! Never!
Evil had taken the magic tower. With a few skillful tweaks, this was converted into a powerful weapon, capable of taking areas of the map under fire.
Just what I need. With this, we'll destroy Balderon. I mean, Hero's Gorge, of course. Go ahead, lock and load, and then we'll throw some pies at them.
Men, I see the fear in your eyes. Evil has taken the tower. If we do not do something, the shield will eventually collapse. Fortunately, the time has not yet come to despair, for there is a solution. Mana shipments!
It seems that Tristan had not been dropped on his head as a baby, as some people claim to be the case with his stepsister.
Hey!
And so he ensured that, in the future, mana would be shipped overland to the shield.
Onwards, comrades! Clear the way for the first shipment!
What? What a jerk! Forward, creatures! Stop them! Tear them apart! Smash them! Cut them apart with... so it really hurts.
Ding dong! It's payday! The nefarious evil had stopped a mana shipment. Instead of strengthening the shield, it would now be stored in the dungeon instead.
Ah, that's the way I like it. That's exactly how it's supposed to go.
Men! Even though we have suffered heavy losses, all is not lost. The shield is holding, and rescue is at hand.
Tristan saw a danger emerging as mana became scarce in Hero's Gorge. From now on, 2 shipments set out. Two mana shipments set out to refill the shield at Hero's Gorge. The horrific evil had destroyed one of the villages surrounding Hero's Gorge. Tristan did not seem pleased.
Talia, you barbaric monster! Those honest villagers didn't do anything to you. I will soon capture you again and put you on trial.
Thanks, but one road trip in the cage with you was really more than enough. Brother dear.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. Nestled comfortably in its armchair evil sent its creatures to fight against the magic shield. The rampage Tristan had now fully perceived the threat Talia and the transport intercepting evil's army posed. From now on, 3 shipments would set out. Nestled comfortably in its armchair evil sent its creatures to fight against the magic shield. The violent evil's creatures went to war against the magic shield. How effective this would prove to be, however, was anyone's guess. Nestled comfortably in its armchair evil sent its creatures to fight against the magic shield. A newly arrived mana shipment supplied the shield with fresh mana. The rampaging evil's creatures unceremoniously attacked the magic shield. The nestled comfortably in its armchair evil sent its creatures to fight against the magic shield. The mana shield had been destroyed. Heroes' Gorge now lay defenseless before the devastating evil's army.
Finally! Come on, creatures, finish them off! Knock them out! Throw wax crayons at them!
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
Oh, yes, we sure showed that. That was a nice little warm-up. Oh, by the way, did we manage to kill Tristan too? Is he lying around here somewhere?
Talia test-speared several of the dead heroes, but there was no sign of Tristan. Apparently, Talia had failed to notice that the latter had already absconded some time ago.
That kind of spoils the joy of victory for me, I've got to admit.
Of course, this is only the 6th mission. It would probably be a bit too much to ask if the whole thing with Tristan was over now.
I could definitely drag out his demise, let me tell you. Believe me, I can be very creative. But enough of that. It's time to finally get to that council of little snots, get a new vessel, and then finally finish off those heroes.
The ascent. Talia set out to reach the mountain summit to meet the venerable Council of Little Snots. But the inhospitable terrain was battered by raging storms and was home to stubborn dwarves.